Well, hello, Grace Free family. It's been a while since we brought to you a video announcement. You should be receiving an email as well with some of this information we're about to have, but we want to bring an announcement for our family about what ministry is going to look like as we go forward being the church this fall. Before I get into some of those specifics, I just want to thank you. This has been an incredibly difficult year for you, for us, for running anything, to know how to plan, what to do, and how do we go forward. And so I thank you for your grace and your patience as we have together tried to figure out what it looks like to do ministry with some of the precautions and some of the regulations that we are now finding ourselves in. The board has been meeting and been discussing and been waiting and looking to try to figure out what's the best options for us to move forward. And so I want to give you a little preview of what it's going to look like this fall. A lot of things will look the same. Some things will look a little bit different. On a Sunday morning, we're going to do things. Worship service is going to continue to happen at 10:30. We'll be here in person with our precautions in place, and we'll also continue to stream online. Normally, we'll be gearing up for a new Sunday school season, and the board has actually voted to suspend Sunday school for the rest of 2020. And just to make it a little easier, we're going to get together at 10:30 on a Sunday morning. But we are going to replace that with an offering of children's church for our families. And what that will look like on a Sunday morning is if you show up at church, you can come into the sanctuary with your family. We'll be giving announcements. We'll have some fellowship. We'll worship together through music. And then at some point in the service, we'll make an option for kids to be dismissed to go to children's church, where they will receive kind of age-appropriate lessons from some volunteers. And so that's what our Sunday mornings are going to look like, a little bit differently, but we think we're still going to move forward with the gospel. This new program, a little plug, could really use some volunteers. And so if you're interested in helping with children's church, please call the church and let us know. Wednesdays are going to be a little different as well. We realize that as school is not planning on meeting on Wednesdays, and Wednesdays has been our release time day, we're not going to have release time this year. We're not planning on getting rid of the program. That's not the intent, but we're taking this year off because of the difficulties we would have to have a release time program that would meet in the school. Wednesday nights, we're going to continue to offer Awana, and we're going to continue to offer our Ignite program for youth ministry. But the times are going to change slightly. The Awana program is going to move up to start at 6 p.m. and go to 7:30. And then Ignite's going to move back to start at 7:30 and go to 9 p.m. And so we're going to continue to do both programs, offering for a large age of students, but we're going to do them just not congruent with one another, having the one start and then the other one start after. And again, Awana and Ignite, if you're interested in helping out, they'd be great places to see if there's a chance to volunteer and enjoy ministry. And so this is what we're going to look like. Our normal fall is going to be a slight bit different, but we really want to encourage you to be involved. One of the other ways we want to encourage you to be involved with is getting involved in a small group. If you can make it on church on Sunday, that's wonderful, but we really don't spend much time congregating in the building. We're kind of going back outside, and it doesn't have that connection, that fellowship that we'd like to have. And so we're encouraging the church family to find a small group. We will publish a list of groups that are meeting and that you might be interested in joining. But honestly, just start one. If God lays this on your heart to just desire fellowship with fellow believers, we're encouraging you to start a small group this fall or join some friends to get together, read the Bible, pray together, and encourage one another in the faith. I want to ask you to do a few things for us as we go forward in this new world. Number one, the board covets your prayers. We're well aware that all of these plans, what we think is going to happen in the fall, is still somewhat up in the air. That right now in the culture in which we live, things can change very quickly, and we're going to have to reassess and reestablish a new path forward. That is a very realistic possibility this fall. And so we were asking for your prayers. Pray for wisdom. Pray for we know what to do and how to do things safely to continue to move forward as the church, maybe in just slightly different ways. I also want to ask you to be involved. That might mean just joining us on Sunday morning if you feel safe to be in this environment. But if you can't be with us on Sunday morning, tuning into the service and commenting and joining us as we worship God together, both here or maybe from your home. If you can, and volunteering for Awana, volunteering for Children's Church or for Ignite, finding ways to help in these ministries, or joining a small group that allow us to continue to have fellowship among believers. But let's continue to move forward in 2020. Let's do it together with our eyes set on Christ for the advancement of His kingdom and for His glory.